Hello, my name's Mark. Welcome to My Life in Spain. Today we're going to talk about why Europeans are canceling their vacations to the United States. Now, everybody expected 2025 to be a bumper year for tourism, but things aren't working out the way we thought they might. In 2024, over 10 million Europeans visited the United States, but that number's looking like it's going to be a lot less this year, thanks in part to Donald Trump and his administration. Now, the tariffs have been in the news a lot here in Europe, but it's not so much the tariffs that's the problem. It's the fact that customs and border agents are turning back people arriving from Europe in the United States for various reasons. Okay, one reason is they've got their visas wrong, or they're not doing what they said they were going to do. I mean, if you lie to get your visa, then you need to be deported. But there's lots of Europeans going to the United States that risk being deported for no reason whatsoever. And it's not just being deported, it's being detained for days on end in shackles when you're moved anywhere, not knowing what's going to happen to you. Now, there's been lots of stories in the press lately here in Europe about people from England, people from Germany, people from Australia being detained in America and refused entry. So much so that it has people worried now. I mean, okay, fair enough, this animosity between America, Canada, and Mexico about the tariffs. Yeah, that's caused the problem. Canadians are really unhappy about it, and quite rightly so, to be honest. I mean, Canadians spend a lot of money in America every year, and being told they're going to be the 51st state of America isn't something they want to hear. They don't want to be American. Same goes for people in Greenland. I mean, Greenland's an autonomous country or region of Denmark. It's European. Trump's got all his ideas. He says the European Union was only created to screw the United States, which of course isn't true. The European Union came about as a way to make each country dependent upon each other and never to go to war again, like they did in the First World War and the Second World War. That's why the European Union was created, not to hurt America. Now, going back to the deportations, there was a French scientist last month in March. Oh, by the way, speaking of March, figures published in the Financial Times said that March 2025, the number of Europeans traveling to the USA was down 17% compared to the same period in 2024. And I think the tariffs have a lot to do with it, and Trump and J.D. Vance's remarks about Europe also add to it. I mean, Europeans like America, they like American culture, they want to go and visit there. But when you start saying, oh, Europe's are freeloaders and this and that, why would they want to spend their money in America? Plus the deportation worries, you know. There was a French scientist who flew to Houston from Paris to attend a conference and was denied entry in the United States because they searched his phone and they saw that he'd written derogatory comments on social media about Donald Trump's government cutting funding for scientific research projects. So the ICE agents at the airport, they see this and they say, you know what, bad things about America, we don't want you here. This is a scientist. It's crazy. He's there for a conference. He's not there to do anything bad. So they deport him back to France. It was all over the news in Europe. It's really hard to understand why Europeans don't want to go yet at the same time, it's easy to understand their reasoning behind it. They're worried about what's going to happen in America. The tariffs, these tariffs are stupid, by the way. Nobody wins with a tariff war. I mean, China said yesterday, they told their airlines, you can't take delivery of any more Boeing planes because of the American tariffs. Michael O'Leary, the CEO of Ryanair, he pretty much said the same thing. He says, you know, we're one of Boeing's biggest customers, and we're not going to take any deliveries with the tariffs as they are right now. The same thing goes for Ed Bastian, the CEO of Delta Airlines. He said, we're not going to take any new Airbus aircraft until these tariffs are gone. Tariffs don't help anybody, they just hurt. So Trump's idea of tariffs being a good idea, I just don't get it. I mean, it's going to cost America, inflation's going to go up. The regular people are going to be paying more for their groceries. The whole thing's a bad idea. What the answer is, I don't know. I mean, you never know with Trump what he's going to do from one day to the next. I used to work for the guy, and I had to attend mandatory meetings and sit there for an hour after my shift had finished to listen to him talk about himself and how lucky I was to have a job working for him. You know what? He bankrupted the place where I worked. He bankrupted other places. He didn't pay the people that helped to build the place. It's I don't blame people not wanting to go to America now. The way they're discussing Europe and what Europeans and what have you. The big thing is, I want Americans to know the beef is not with Americans, it's with the Trump administration. Europeans love Americans. You're more than welcome to come here. And in fact, if you do come, nobody's going to go through your phone and see if you said anything bad about a European government. You know, you're more than welcome. They'll welcome you with open arms. It's just hard to understand where we're going here. You've got 4 more years of Trump. I just don't get it. I don't think it's going to work out well, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Maybe Trump's a mastermind. I doubt it very much, but we never know. Anyway, listen, thanks a lot for listening to me here now. Don't be put off coming to Europe. That's all I can tell you. In Europe, you'll be more than welcome. They'll be happy to see you. But if you're planning to go to America, make sure all your paperwork is correct and you've got nothing derogatory on your phone about the Trump administration, because it might stop you from entering the United States. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.